Okay, this is the 6 Creedmore that Miles just shot. We're shooting a 93 grain McGuire hunting bullet. It's a copper bullet. It's called the Copper Rose. These are the magazine fed. We're shooting n550 powder. See here, 43 grains. We tried 3 different seating depths, 2.725, 2.715, 2.735. I've already tested the powder in this from 41 to almost 45 grains. This is kind of the charge I found that was the most consistent. You can see the extreme spreads and everything on this one. It goes from 3301 to 3317. That's with 2 seating depths and also leaving one of the cases in the chamber for a while. And so that's an extreme spread of about 18 feet per second, which is a standard deviation substantially below 10. The reason we're using this bullet is Miles does some guiding and outfitting, and he needs a gun that he can let his clients sometimes shoot a deer with. In a pinch, he could shoot an elk with it, but it's more of a deer, coyote gun and a training gun. It matches the exact same ballistics of his 300 Rum, which is shooting a 168 at 3300 also. They're both within about 5 to 10 feet of each other. They both run a G1BC of about 0.51, so the G7 would be probably about 0.255, 0.260, but if he's not shooting past 500 or 600 yards, you don't need a G7. That's for extreme range shooting. But these two guns and ballistic tables will match each other exactly, just one has a lot more recoil. One is shooting suppressed, the other one has a 5-port brake. But it's a good combination to have like a training gun that you can still use for hunting. I mean, if you're just going to shoot targets, stay with a target bullet like an ELD match, an A-tip, a Burger, hybrid. They're excellent. And the data is better on them for shooting extreme range. But say out to 600-800 yards, or even close, and probably more likely 100 to 400 yards for hunters. These are excellent bullets, incredibly accurate, hold together well. They can handle hitting bone, and you can shoot a big animal with a 6 Creedmore or a 243 with a bullet like this. So it was a great session at the range. We're going to finish loading a bunch of ammo. We're going to do about 400 rounds of the 6 Creedmore and about 200 rounds of the 300 Rum. And then he has a 6.5 PRC. That's a great training gun. It's pretty heavy. And we're loading 140 ELD matches at about 2950, which is a great long range. He can shoot right out of his back of his house at about 1,200, 1,300 yards. He has steel to 1,000, so it's a perfect combination.